I'm going to talk about BKB, when to buy BKB, and in which heroes BKB is important. Because last game, I played Ricky, and I was literally following a guide from Dota Buff. I was very well farmed, and if you look at my network, I'm higher than almost everybody. And my team is flaming on me for not buying BKD. I was following the Dota buff guide, but for me, even though if I don't have BKB, I didn't die a lot. Like, look at my team. This Wind Ranger 19 dead, but she still have BKB, right? She still have BKB, and then this guy Necrophos 40 dead. So only Wind Ranger has BKB, and he's the one died the most. And then Necrophos 14 death, supports 13 10. Okay, so these are the deaths, and I didn't have BKB, but I didn't die a lot. And the guide I follow right here is Mumu from Dota buff, and here you can see enemy hero Tusk, and then Perch, Omni Knight, White Spirit, Earthsager. So here Earthsager and White Spirit, Omni Knight, they deal magical damage, but still he went to the BKB like 50 minutes or so. And you can see most of the Ricky players, they don't go BKB early on. They wait 30-40 minutes. Most of them don't have BKB. So I was wondering, is my team right, or am I wrong, like something like that. So here I saw this question on Reddit. Let's look at this one. So as a carry player, when should you buy BKB, early or late? As the title say, how do you determine when would be a good time to buy BKB? Should you delay it third or fourth major item, or should you get it as a second item? So here let's look at the higher upwards. This one has 4 upwards. So that's 4 upwards. Let's look at the 4 upwards. One thumb rule to follow is that less mobility you have, the earlier you need the BKB. Heroes like Slark, Weaver, Ember may delay their BKB without getting completely shut down, but a hero like Ursa, Gyro, Troll can't do without it most games. This perfectly makes sense because I was playing Ricky. Ricky has very high mobility, and also I have the trick and traits, so it's really hard to kill Ricky. And also Manta, Manta disables a lot of spells, so it's really hard to kill Ricky. So BKB is like not really necessary. I can go late, I can even avoid it. Let's look. I agree the most part, but Ursa is actually quite mobile, not to mention quite tanky, so he can get BKB just a little bit later. Any hero that gets kited easily needed. These heroes tend to burst heroes quickly, like Swain and Ursa. Never said he didn't need it. I said he can get it a little bit later, as opposed to the carries that need it as soon as possible. Third, if you are dominating. Second, if your team is losing. Yeah, so this guy suggests, if your team is losing, it's better to go early. Delaying BKB because you are winning is often pretty throwy. Yeah, so those are the main comments. Let's look at some other. If you need to survive, they have a lot of spells. Lockdowns include non-BKB by BKB early. If you think you can manage, buy it later. If the enemy has a lot of magical damage, stun not disabled, then buy it second item. Look up some heroes builds on Dota buff. There's open early BKB timings, depending on a normal timing. Desperate, I can't afford a BKB. Let's go early fighting items. Build and luxury. Yeah, so he's suggesting Dota buff. Yeah, Dota buff is a very good thing to follow. And these pro players, these guys are like not herald or guardians, they are like immortals, right? So these guys know better than lower ranks. and if he is going late, it means that there's something like look at this tree has a magical damage, and this hoodwink has a magical damage, and then there's a queen of pain has a magical damage, and also naga siren has a net, and this guy. So there's all these magical damage hero, but still he didn't go BKB. What's the reason? Because it might be not necessary. That's the thing, right? So I hope you guys like this video, and what do you think about BKB? When do you think you need to buy BKB? Put it in the comment section so we can talk about it more. Thanks for watching. See you guys on